If you're the kind of woman who gets asked to do everything because you are reliable, efficient, and let's be honest, you usually say yes, this one's for you.
Today, I'm going to show you how to set boundaries when you're type A without feeling like you're letting people down, ruining relationships, or abandoning your business.
Because here's the truth, boundaries aren't about building walls. They're about creating clarity. And when you don't have them, you're just burnt out. You lose yourself.
So let's take a minute to talk about what makes this so hard for type A women. First, we're wired to achieve. We get a dopamine hit from checking off boxes, being needed, and going above and beyond. But here's where it gets sneaky. You start saying yes, not because it aligns with your goals, but because it feels easier than disappointing someone.
You overextend yourself with clients, with team members, with friends and family. And really, when you overextend with friends and family, it just feels like an obligation that you just want to keep saying yes. But then you're answering emails at midnight. You say, sure, I can squeeze that in, even when you are completely drained. And you justify it by saying, it's just for now. But let's be honest, now becomes always, and that becomes your norm.
So let's start by naming the myths that keep us stuck. Myth number 1, if I say no, I'll miss out. The classic FOMO.
Oh man, that one's me. Myth number 2, I'm the only one who can do it right.
Preach. It's true though. It's
That's
true. Myth number 3, and oh, this one hurts. Boundaries will make me look selfish, ungrateful, or weak. But none of those are true. And deep down, you know it. You just haven't seen boundaries modeled the right way.
So let's reframe it. Boundaries are not punishments. They're permission, which leads to freedom. They're permission to build the life that you actually want, not just the business that looks great on Instagram. Boundaries don't shut people out. They invite the right people in.
Boundaries say, this is how I protect my energy, my vision, and my joy, so I can show up fully on my terms. And if boundaries still feels too harsh, swap the word for standards. You're not rejecting people. You're holding yourself to a higher standard for how you want to live and how you want to lead.
Here's the one practice that changed everything for me and for a lot of the women we work with. At the end of the week, ask yourself 3 questions. What drained me this week? What lit me up? And where did I say yes when I meant to say no? And then ask this, what would have changed if I had honored my boundaries? That one reflection, 5 minutes is all it takes, can give you more clarity than a whole stack of productivity books. I had an example of this. I was in a very challenging managerial role, and I had one team member who took a lot out of me. And I was having a conversation, and I looked at my husband and I said, man, I am really not looking forward to having this meeting tomorrow. And it was like that aha moment where I realized that that was the thing that I had said yes to, an additional meeting in my every week that was absolutely draining me.
Here's what I want you to remember. You don't have to earn your rest. You don't have to prove your worth through burnout. You can be a high-achieving woman and a deeply peaceful one. You just need a structure that protects your energy instead of draining it.
So if this resonates with you, just know that you're not alone and that we have a community for you. This is exactly why we built the Type A Circle and what we're talking about day in and day out in there. But even if you never join us in the community, let today be the day that you choose yourself and you honor your own boundaries.